All right. Today we're going to talk about lighting. And if you're someone who has a residential project and maybe you have some lights in mind, but you're not sure if it's going to be bright enough, feel free to send over the information. I'm a huge lighting nerd. I'd love to help you out. Let's make sure you're set up for success and that your project is going to be bright enough. So let's jump into today's video. All right, we are looking at this multi-head adjustable light from Lotus. And let's go do a project example to see how many lights we're going to need. So we're going to do a kitchen. And first we need to figure out the square footage of this room. So let's grab that. Roughly right there. Okay, so we are at 263 square feet. I get 264, we'll round up. And next, we need to decide how bright the finishes are going to be in this room. Uh, I'd like to do some bright finishes. So as a point of reference, when the walls and the floors and the ceiling have a brighter color, then we need less light. And then in cases where we want things to feel a little bit more moody, we have some dark woods, some dark colors, then we would need additional light for that same square footage. Next, we need to decide the ceiling height. So this is going to be a 12-foot ceiling. And then we can go back to our calculator here and figure out how many lights we're going to need. So let's scroll down to kitchen. It's a 30-foot candle target. 264 was our square footage. And then we said a 12-foot ceiling. And we're going to do bright finishes. Okay, so now I can play around with this last drop-down menu here to decide how many lights I have in mind. If we go back to the plan, I'm thinking probably 6. So I'm going to want one here at the cooktop just to kind of make that a focal point. It will have its own integral light, of course, in that hood, but I still want to announce that the hood up above and kind of create this pool of light around this appliance. We're also going to want some light over at the sink, and then certainly some light over at the island, and we have this space cabinet over here. Looks like we also have a prep sink right there. So I think 6 is going to be right. Let's go back to the calculator and go to, I think that's 6. All right, yeah, so 6 is all we need. I'm curious if we did 5. Okay, so what about 4? So yeah, let's go back to 6. So that will give us all the light that we need. I'm going to copy this in here for reference. And then let's lay out the lights. So I'm going to start with some symmetry here at the hood vent. Let's do one over the island. And one over here centered on the sink. One more there. One here, and then finally one in that corner. Okay, so sometimes clients like to do pendants or decorative lighting over the islands. So if we were to remove one of these, let's go back down to 5. So that would mean that any lights over the island would need to add up to at least 1096 lumens. Let's revise this. because a room full of downlights is a little bit boring, actually. So over the island, maybe we do 3 decorative lights. All right, look how easy that was, right? That's not too bad. Hopefully you're becoming a huge lighting nerd like me. If you have a project that you're working on and you have some lights in mind, you'd like me to take a look at it, I'm happy to do so. If you'd like another set of eyes on where you're at, happy to do that. Let's make sure you're set up for success. I'll see you in the next video.